Neglected body parts that could be affecting your health. Have you ever stopped to wonder why some people seem to breeze through life with energy, vitality, and good health, while others struggle with constant fatigue, recurring illnesses, and the feeling that their body is slowly betraying them? It's a question that often plagues our minds, especially as we grow older. But what if I told you that the difference between those who thrive and those who feel worn down isn't just luck or genetics? What if the key to living a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life lies in something much simpler? Something that, with just a few small changes, you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. For years, many of us have stuck to the same hygiene habits. You shower, brush your teeth, apply a bit of lotion, maybe comb your hair, and then go about your day, thinking you've done everything necessary to take care of your body. And, to be honest, this basic routine isn't wrong. But here's where the problem lies. In our fast-paced modern lives, we've forgotten about a few simple body parts, some hidden, some easily overlooked, that are crucial to our overall health. Neglecting them can lead to problems far beyond what most of us realize. From chronic health issues like heart disease and diabetes to common complaints like bad breath and poor sleep. I'm talking about small, simple habits that can completely change your health for the better. Habits that only take minutes a day, but could add years to your life. It's not about spending hours in the bathroom or rushing out to buy expensive products. It's about paying attention to the areas of your body that are silently telling you they need a little more care. You see, after years of working with health experts, reading, and even experiencing the impact of these simple changes myself, I can tell you with certainty that the way you take care of your body every day, even the seemingly insignificant parts, has a far greater effect on your health than you think. What's even more fascinating is that many of these habits don't require expensive treatments or tools. They just require consistency and intention. Now, imagine waking up each day with more energy, feeling less stiff, breathing better, having fresher breath, and sleeping through the night without the interruptions of constant congestion or discomfort. Picture yourself moving through your day, feeling lighter, healthier, and more at peace with your body. This isn't some far-off dream. It's a reality that you can create by making a few small changes. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 body parts that most of us neglect without even realizing the consequences. These are areas that, when properly cared for, can not only improve your energy and circulation, but can also help boost your longevity. These are not the typical hygiene tips you've heard a million times before. No, this is about the hidden spots on your body that are silently causing health issues. Things you probably never even considered until now. So, if you're ready to learn about these overlooked areas of your body and how giving them just a little extra attention can transform your health, stick with me. We'll break down how neglecting your tongue, feet, armpits, nasal passages, and belly button could be undermining your health, and how just a few minutes of extra care every day can lead to lasting benefits. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what changes to make, how to make them, and how to start feeling the positive effects almost immediately. But before we dive in, take a second to think about your own routine. Do you ever feel like your energy could be better, your immune system stronger, or your sleep more restful? If so, you're not alone. Most of us have been there. But today, I'm going to show you how small changes in your daily hygiene routine can make a huge difference. So, let's get started. The power of small changes. Have you ever heard the saying, "The little things make the big things happen"? It's one of those pieces of advice that seems simple, but if you really stop and think about it, it's deeply profound. We often think of major life changes as requiring big, dramatic steps. We believe that if we want to get healthier, we need to hit the gym for hours every day or change our diet overnight. But what if I told you that the real secret to improving your health, to feeling more energized, more balanced, and more alive, could lie in something far simpler? Something so small that you might already be overlooking it without realizing. The truth is, the most significant changes in our health often come from the smallest habits we adopt. It's the things we do every day, without even thinking, that create the biggest ripple effects over time. For example, brushing your teeth. It's something you probably do twice a day, every day, without fail. You may not even think about it, yet it plays a crucial role in preventing cavities, gum disease, and even heart disease. And that's just one small action. Imagine how other tiny, consistent habits could add up and make a significant difference in your health over time. I know it can feel overwhelming to think about making big changes. Life is busy, and we all have 1,000 things to juggle. But the beauty of small habits is that they don't require a lot of effort, and yet they pay off in ways that can completely transform how you feel. We're talking about simple actions that take minutes to do, but with regular practice, they can make you feel more vibrant, more energetic, and even help you live longer. So, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Every single part of our body works together as a well-oiled machine. When one part isn't functioning as it should, it can affect everything else. It's like a domino effect. When one piece falls out of place, others follow suit. And when we neglect certain parts of our body, we don't just risk the health of that specific area. We put the entire system at risk. It's kind of like ignoring a tiny leak in your roof. At first, it might not seem like a big deal, but over time, that small leak could damage the entire structure of your home. In the same way, the areas of our body that we neglect can slowly but surely cause bigger health issues. But the good news is, paying attention to them doesn't require major overhauls. It's about being mindful of the small details that often get overlooked. And once you make those small changes, you might be surprised at how quickly you start noticing improvements in your energy levels, your immune system, your sleep, all the things that contribute to feeling great on a daily basis. When I talk to people who have made small, intentional changes in their routines, they always tell me how quickly the results start to show up. They don't feel as sluggish. They have more energy to keep up with their kids or grandkids, and they start to feel a sense of vitality they hadn't realized they were missing. And it all started with the smallest changes, things they never even considered before. So, let's dive into one of these small yet powerful changes that can have a huge impact on your health. The way you take care of your tongue, the hidden risk, tongue hygiene. Now I know what you're probably thinking. My tongue? Really? How can that possibly have such an impact on my health? It might sound a little strange at first, but trust me, taking care of your tongue is one of the simplest and most effective ways to improve your health. And it's an area that most of us completely overlook. We all know that brushing our teeth is important, right? But did you know that your tongue is just as important to clean as your teeth? In fact, your tongue can be a breeding ground for harmful bacteria. And when you neglect it, those bacteria can build up and cause all sorts of issues. From bad breath to a weakened immune system, a dirty tongue can lead to a host of problems. And here's the kicker. This is a problem that a lot of people, especially older adults, don't even realize they have. Your tongue is home to over 700 different types of bacteria. Some of them are harmless, but many others can be harmful if left unchecked. When you don't clean your tongue properly, those harmful bacteria can enter your bloodstream through tiny cuts or inflamed gums. And over time, this can contribute to heart disease, respiratory infections, and even diabetes complications. That's a pretty big deal, don't you think? But here's the good news. Cleaning your tongue is incredibly simple, and it only takes a few minutes a day. All you need is a tongue scraper, a small, inexpensive tool that's available at almost any drugstore. It's far more effective than just brushing your tongue with your toothbrush, and it's so easy to use. To clean your tongue properly, all you need to do is gently scrape from the back of your tongue to the front. Don't press too hard, just apply a gentle amount of pressure. Think of it like wiping down a dusty countertop. You want to be thorough, but not aggressive. Repeat the process 3 or 4 times, and you'll likely see a thin white or yellow film come off. That's the bacteria and dead cells you don't want lingering in your mouth. But timing matters. It's best to clean your tongue in the morning before you eat, as that's when the bacteria buildup from overnight is at its peak, and at night, before bed. Take it a little slower since your tongue might be more sensitive after a full day of use. You might be surprised at the benefits this tiny habit brings. For one, you'll notice that your breath smells fresher. Bad breath is often caused by bacteria trapped on the tongue, and cleaning it can be a game changer. But the benefits don't stop there. Many older adults report that after just a few weeks of cleaning their tongues, they can taste food more vividly. It's as if flavors become brighter and more enjoyable again, like a light bulb turning on in their mouths. And that's not all. By reducing the bacterial load in your mouth, you're giving your immune system a break. Your body works hard to fight off bacteria, and by keeping your tongue clean, you lighten the burden on your immune system, freeing up energy for other functions. You might even find that you get fewer colds, or you feel a little more resilient when germs are floating around. Think about Linda, a 67-year-old retiree who decided to start cleaning her tongue after years of neglecting it. Within just 3 months, she was amazed at how much better her food tasted. At her next dentist appointment, her dentist even noticed a reduction in plaque buildup and healthier gums. And then there's Theodore, a 71-year-old retired teacher who struggled with bad breath for years. Despite brushing and flossing religiously, nothing worked. But after just 2 weeks of tongue scraping, his problem vanished. His confidence soared, and his social life improved. So, if you haven't been cleaning your tongue, now's the perfect time to start. It's a small, easy habit that can have a big impact on your health. It might sound simple, but the results speak for themselves. If you've been struggling with bad breath, a dull sense of taste, or just general fatigue, cleaning your tongue might be the missing piece of the puzzle. Feet, the foundation of health. Now, let's talk about something that literally carries you through life. Your feet. You might not think about them much, but your feet are the foundation of your overall health. And when they're neglected, it can affect so much more than just how comfortable your shoes are. I mean, think about it. Your feet support the weight of your entire body. They help you walk, stand, run, and move freely every day. They're the unsung heroes of your body, and yet they often get the least attention. Most of us probably just give our feet a quick rinse in the shower, maybe a little lotion if we're feeling fancy, and call it a day. But here's the thing. Proper foot care is essential, especially as we get older. As we age, circulation slows down, and our feet are often the first place to show signs of trouble, whether it's swelling, cold toes, or changes in skin color. These can all be red flags for bigger health issues, such as poor circulation, diabetes complications, or even nerve damage. But don't worry. Taking care of your feet doesn't have to be a long, complicated process. In fact, it only takes a few minutes every day, and doing so can help prevent serious problems down the road. The key is consistency and being mindful of the areas we often forget. Let me walk you through the basics of foot care. The first step is simple. Wash your feet daily. Use a soft washcloth or sponge with warm, not hot, water to gently clean the tops, soles, and the spaces between your toes. It's these small spaces where bacteria and fungus love to hide, so make sure you give them the attention they deserve. Think of it like cleaning between the blinds in your window. If you skip those spots, dirt and grime build up and can lead to problems later on. Once your feet are clean, don't rush through the next step. Dry your feet thoroughly, especially between your toes. I know it might sound like a small thing, but leaving your feet damp, especially in between your toes, can create a breeding ground for bacteria and fungus. If you've ever had athlete's foot, you know how uncomfortable it can be. So, take an extra minute to ensure your feet are completely dry before moving on. Next, moisturize your feet. The skin on your feet can become dry and cracked, especially in colder weather, which can lead to discomfort or even infections. A little bit of lotion or foot cream can go a long way in keeping your skin soft and healthy. But here's a tip. Don't put lotion between your toes. This can trap moisture, which is exactly what you don't want. Keep the moisturizer to the tops and soles of your feet. And here's something most people overlook. Regular foot inspections. Just like you check your car's tires or the oil levels, you should take a moment every day to inspect your feet. Look for any unusual changes in color, swelling, blisters, or sores that aren't healing. Especially if you have diabetes, your feet are at greater risk of infections that can escalate quickly. If you notice anything unusual, don't ignore it. See your doctor early to avoid complications. When you make these small, simple foot care habits a regular part of your routine, the benefits are incredible. You'll notice improved balance, less discomfort when walking, and even better circulation. It's like strengthening the foundation of a house. When your feet are in good shape, your whole body will thank you for it. I know a man named Thomas, a 73-year-old retiree, who learned the importance of foot care the hard way. For years, he thought simply rinsing his feet in the shower was enough. But one day, he noticed a subtle discoloration between his toes that wouldn't go away. A trip to the doctor revealed a fungal infection. After Thomas committed to washing and thoroughly drying his feet each night, his infection cleared up within weeks. Even more surprising, his balance improved, and the discomfort he felt while walking disappeared. His feet felt stronger and healthier, giving him a renewed sense of independence. Taking care of your feet may not seem like a big deal at first, but over time, you'll see how much of a difference it makes in your overall health. So, next time you're in the shower, remember your feet. Take a little extra time, and you'll thank yourself for it in the long run. Armpits, the hidden lymphatic power. Now, let's talk about something that most people don't think about too much. Your underarms. For many of us, armpits are just a place to apply deodorant and maybe worry about sweat stains. But let me tell you, there's so much more to your armpits than you might realize. They're not just a sweaty inconvenience. Your underarms are home to an important part of your body's defense system, your lymph nodes. Your lymph nodes play a critical role in your body's ability to detoxify and fight infections. They act as the body's natural filtration system, filtering out waste, toxins, and other harmful substances. And guess where a lot of those lymph nodes are located? Yep, right in your armpits. When your underarm hygiene is neglected, bacteria, sweat, and dead skin cells can build up, clogging your pores and making it harder for your body to do its job. What happens when you don't properly care for your underarms? First, you may notice irritation, rashes, or even persistent body odor that deodorant just can't seem to fix. Over time, the buildup of products like antiperspirants can clog your pores, trapping toxins in your skin and contributing to inflammation in the lymph nodes. This can lead to discomfort, and if left unchecked, it can even weaken your immune system. But there's an easy fix. Taking a little extra care when washing your underarms can make a world of difference. Start by using warm water to open up your pores. Gently scrub your underarms with a soft washcloth or sponge, moving in a circular motion, and then rinse thoroughly. Be gentle. Your underarm skin is delicate, and scrubbing too harshly can lead to irritation. The next step is just as important: drying your underarms properly. When you're in the shower, You're cleaning your skin, but if you don't dry it properly afterward, moisture can linger in the area, creating the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. Just like you wouldn't leave a damp towel in your gym bag, you shouldn't leave your underarms damp. Pat them dry gently with a clean towel and let them air out for a moment before applying any deodorant. This brief pause allows your skin to breathe and helps prevent irritation. I've heard so many stories of people who struggled with chronic underarm rashes or body odor, only to discover that the solution was as simple as washing and drying their underarms properly. Take Olivia, for example. She's 65 years old and spent years battling recurring rashes under her arms, thinking it was just something that came with age. But after switching to a mild, fragrance-free soap and being more intentional with her washing routine, the irritation disappeared. She felt more comfortable, fresher, and didn't have to worry about underarm issues anymore. By paying just a little more attention to your underarms, you can not only improve your comfort, but also support your lymphatic system and immune function. It's another small change that doesn't take much time, but can make a big difference in how you feel every day. So next time you hop in the shower, take a moment to show your underarms a little extra love. It's a tiny habit that could make a world of difference. Nasal hygiene, the air filter of your body. Now, let's talk about something you probably don't give a second thought to. Your nose. Yes, your nose. We all take breathing for granted, right? It's automatic. It just happens. And we often don't think about it until something goes wrong. But here's the thing. Your nose is not just there to help you breathe. It's actually one of the most powerful natural air filters your body has, designed to sift out dust, allergens, and harmful bacteria before they reach your lungs. The problem is, just like any filter, if your nose gets clogged, everything downstream suffers. As we age, our natural defenses, including the filtering system in our nose, can weaken. When that happens, things like dust, pollen, and other irritants start building up in your nasal passages, making it harder for your body to breathe properly. And it doesn't just affect your breathing. It can cause congestion, snoring, and even restless sleep. Poor nasal hygiene can contribute to frequent colds, sinus infections, and even reduced oxygen flow to the brain. You know that foggy, tired feeling you get when you haven't had a good night's sleep? Well, poor nasal hygiene could very well be the culprit. The good news is, nasal hygiene is incredibly easy to maintain, and it doesn't take much time at all. Just a little extra attention to your nasal passages every day can make a huge difference in how you feel. Let's start with the basics. The simplest way to clean your nose. A saline spray. This is like giving your nose a refreshing shower. Saline sprays help wash away dust, allergens, and mucus that may be clogging your nasal passages. It's simple, effective, and you can use it multiple times a day if needed. If you're dealing with more stubborn congestion or sinus issues, a neti pot might be the solution for you. This little device uses a saline solution to fully cleanse your sinuses, clearing out mucus and other debris. The first time you use it, you might feel a little weird, with water flowing through your nasal passages. But the benefits are huge. It's like breathing in fresh air after being stuck in a stuffy room. But there's one thing most people do wrong when it comes to their nose: blowing it. Yes, that's right. How many of us are guilty of blowing our nose too hard? It's easy to do, especially when you're congested. But here's the thing. Blowing too hard can force mucus deeper into your sinuses, making your congestion worse. Instead, take a gentler approach. Clear one nostril at a time and do it softly into a tissue. It's a small change, but it makes a big difference. And don't forget to incorporate steam treatments into your routine. A warm shower or inhaling steam from a bowl of hot water can help loosen mucus, making it easier to clear your nasal passages. You can even add a few drops of eucalyptus or peppermint oil to the water to help open up your airways and make your breathing feel even clearer. Now, you might be wondering, how does all of this help my overall health? Well, when your nasal passages are clean and clear, it means you're breathing in the cleanest, healthiest air possible. That leads to deeper, more restful sleep, better energy levels, and less congestion throughout the day. Imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed instead of stuffy and sluggish, or breathing through the day without any nasal discomfort. These small changes could completely change how you feel. Take James, for example. He's a 69-year-old retired construction worker who had struggled with chronic congestion for years. He had always assumed it was just part of getting older, but after incorporating a simple saline spray and steam treatment into his routine, he was amazed by how much better he felt. His congestion cleared up, and he started sleeping through the night without waking up every few hours, gasping for air. It was like flipping a switch. Something so simple had such a profound impact on his daily life. So, if you're tired of waking up with a stuffy nose or feeling like your breathing could be better, give nasal hygiene a try. It's a small habit that could make a world of difference in your health and well-being. Clear airways mean clearer thinking, more energy, and a better quality of life. The belly button, an overlooked gateway to health. Now, let's talk about something most people don't think about much, if at all. Your belly button. I know. You might be wondering, why on earth would I need to focus on my belly button? It's just a tiny little spot on your body that doesn't really seem important, right? But here's the thing. Your belly button, like every other part of your body, requires a little TLC to keep it healthy. And neglecting it can actually lead to some surprisingly uncomfortable issues. First of all, think about this. Your belly button is a spot that often gets overlooked in our daily hygiene routines. But it can become a breeding ground for bacteria, dead skin cells, and even odor. Especially as we age, our skin changes, and the natural oils and bacteria that build up around the belly button can create unpleasant smells. It's not just an issue of cosmetic discomfort. If left unchecked, it can also lead to infections. You may not realize it, but your belly button is also home to a variety of skin folds and crevices that trap moisture. This moisture, combined with the natural bacteria on your skin, can lead to fungal infections if it's not cleaned properly. And if you have a belly button piercing, it's even more important to keep that area clean, as jewelry can trap bacteria and sweat, leading to irritation or even infection over time. So, what can you do about it? The good news is, just like your feet or your underarms, caring for your belly button is simple and doesn't take much time. Start by gently cleaning around your belly button every day. Use warm water and mild soap to wash the area thoroughly. You don't need to scrub too hard. Just gently clean the skin and any folds that may have gathered dirt or bacteria. Once your belly button is clean, make sure to dry it completely. Just like your feet or underarms, moisture is the enemy when it comes to preventing bacterial and fungal infections. If you've ever had that musty smell in your belly button and thought it was coming from your clothes or something you ate, you'd be surprised how often it's just a buildup of sweat and oils trapped in that area. For those of you with belly button piercings, it's especially important to clean around the jewelry regularly. Even after your piercing has healed, it can still trap bacteria and dead skin cells. A quick rinse with warm water and mild soap can keep the area clean and free from infection. The results from this small change can be incredibly refreshing. Not only will your belly button feel cleaner and fresher, but your skin around the area will also feel softer and healthier. For someone like Jane, a 78-year-old retiree, this small habit made a world of difference. She had always noticed a faint, musty smell around her belly button that she couldn't place. But once she started cleaning the area daily, the smell disappeared completely. And not only that, but her stomach area felt softer and more comfortable, making her feel more confident in her own skin. Taking care of your belly button is one of those small things that can have a big payoff in terms of hygiene and comfort. It's a habit that takes just a minute but can prevent irritation, discomfort, and even infection. So next time you're showering, take a moment to give your belly button the attention it deserves. You might be surprised by the results. Conclusion: a healthier you starts with small habits. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. It might sound like a simple concept, but the truth is, the small habits we engage in every single day are the building blocks of our overall health. We often think that in order to get healthier, we need to make huge changes, that we need to overhaul our entire routine, spend hours at the gym, or follow some complicated diet plan. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be that hard? What if the real key to better health lies in the little consistent things we often overlook? From cleaning your tongue to taking better care of your feet, underarms, nasal passages, and even your belly button. These tiny, easy habits can have an enormous impact on your life. They're not just about improving your appearance or feeling fresher. They're about taking care of the parts of your body that are working hard every day to keep you healthy. When we neglect these areas, we risk allowing small problems to become big ones. But when we show them a little extra care, we're giving our bodies the support they need to function at their best. Think of it this way. When you take care of these overlooked areas, your tongue, your feet, your underarms, your nasal passages, and your belly button, you're not just addressing a specific problem. You're strengthening your entire body's foundation. It's like tending to the individual gears of a well-oiled machine. When each part is clean, healthy, and functioning properly, the machine runs smoothly, and everything works together in harmony. I want you to imagine what your life could be like with just a few simple changes. Picture waking up every morning feeling more rested, with clearer airways, fresher breath, and more energy to take on the day. Think about how much better your balance and mobility could be if you simply gave your feet the attention they deserve. Envision the confidence that comes from knowing you're supporting your immune system with small but powerful habits, making yourself stronger and more resilient with every passing day. It's easy to feel like making big changes is the only way to improve your health. But in reality, it's the small, consistent actions that truly add up. When you take just a few minutes every day to focus on the parts of your body that are often neglected, you're investing in a healthier future for yourself. You don't need to make drastic changes or spend hours on complicated routines. You just need to take small, intentional steps every day. And over time, those steps will transform your health in ways you never expected. The beauty of these habits is that they don't require much effort, but their impact can be life-changing. By paying attention to the little things you might not have considered before, you're setting yourself up for a long, healthy life filled with energy, vitality, and confidence. So, what are you waiting for? Start today. Incorporate these simple habits into your routine and see the difference they make in your life. Remember, health isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And even the smallest progress can lead to huge, lasting results. By taking care of the hidden parts of your body, you're giving yourself the gift of health, longevity, and well-being. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you've found these tips helpful, and I'm excited for you to start making these small changes today. Here's to a healthier, happier you, one small habit at a time.